Hi, this is Tamika with Pages, Poems, and Pie. I'm here with a Plan With Me video in my creative journal, and this video is part of the YouTube Collab Loop group. So let me explain what that is for those of you that are new. If you're new, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. So the YouTube Collab Loop group is a group formed and managed by Lisa Marie, who is at Creatively Lisa Marie on social media. And the Loop group is a group of content creators that come together every week with a common theme, and each person gets to interpret that theme in their own way. So we each create a video, and the way it works, you start at one video, you go through the video, at the end you go into the description box below and you see the link that takes you to the next video, and you just spiral through the loop until you get back to where you started, and then you know that you're done. And all that we ask is that as you go through the loop that you show some love, like, comment, subscribe, and share. It helps bring visibility to both that particular video and that creator's YouTube channel, and that is very, very much appreciated. All right, so the theme this week is sweets, and y'all, I could be wrong, but I think it's sweets. I think it's just sweets. I should have confirmed that before I started, but anyways, I'm using the very, very remnants of my Planners Anonymous Sweet Art Kit. I really only have paper left, so this is going to be different. I don't have stickers. It's going to be paper. So this is going to be a challenge to see what I can do with the papers that I have. So let me show you what I'm going to be working with. So I pulled this. I have this kit as a physical kit, and I also had it as a digital kit. And so the last time I worked with it, I printed some quote cards. So I'm going to cut these and use these. I have the donut paper. I have some remnants of the cookie paper. I have the macaron paper. And then I also have this scene paper of the bakery. So I'm thinking I'm going to put part of that on one side. So this is going to be a task of how can we use our paper. So, okay. Okay. All right, so let me get my paper trimmer, and let's trim us up some paper here. Let's see if I can remember where my markings are. Sometimes it's hard to see. Okay. So this is going to be extra there. And then I'm marking here. Okay, that should fit. I may need to do some extra trimming, so I'll keep this close by. Whoops. Okay, yeah, this is the top of the page. And I want it to go over here. Well, it'll be easier to actually glue it down over here. Yeah, it would be much easier to glue it on this side. Is that what I want to do though? Because I plan to actually do it over here. But if I did it right to that last line of dots, it'll come over just a little bit. If I do it all the way down in here, then it's I think I'm gonna do it all the way to this edge. So let me, where's my tape? I wish I had a scratch piece of paper. I do where I was stamping before. So let's use this so that I don't get, because I want to get as close to the edge with this tape as I can. Oh, that's not good. Where's my paper, son? Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure all the glue is where it needs to be. I messed it up right there a little bit. Okay. So let's pray that we do this right. Okay. I need to trash this because it's super sticky. Okay, I'm gonna leave this handy just in case. Now I need to get my corner puncher, filling for any excess glue that got on here. Okay, corner puncher. That. Okay. All right. So that is done. Look how pretty that looks just with that. So now we're going to see what we can do with these papers to make this look nice. So like I said, I got remnants of this, and I got duplicates of these papers, and I think I even have duplicates of that too. Even more somewhere in my closet. I just didn't look at everything that I had in the closet before I started. Okay. Let's put this down. Like I said, I like to get as close to the edge as possible. That's just what I like to do. And then I'm gonna do this here to get the excess glue. So this is going to be an experiment with paper today. And how great can we be with it? I love this kit. I thought it was such a beautiful kit. I don't know where all my stickers went. I know I did a lot of different things with this one, but I just thought that I had more of it somewhere. But like I said, it's probably more stuff in my closet that I didn't bother to check. But we're gonna work with what is right here today. Okay, so that's some of the cookie paper. Oops. Okay, I'm going to put that piece right in here. Yeah, this kit was so pretty, y'all. Just such a pretty kit. Pretty kit. And I could have planned a little bit more ahead and used, what am I trying to say, y'all? What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I could have planned more ahead and maybe used some of what I already had in the closet pieces, or I could have also printed stuff from the digital kit, but I didn't do either one of those because, for one, I thought I had more stuff in this physical kit, but I guess I was wrong. Okay. All right, let's put that down. I want it this way. Okay. So I wanted to use this one, but since I didn't put anything with berries, I don't think I have, that's the only berry I see. That's not enough for me to use that one. I think I'm only going to use 2 of these possibly. This one says, love is sweet and so are you. So let's trim this one. Take this tiny little sliver off here on this side. And I need the tweezers to get that out of there. Okay, and then the tiniest little sliver off of this side as well. Like I'm playing the operation game. If you know, you know. Okay, let me see. I said I was going to use, I think this one, Sweet Like Chocolate. And then, yeah, so let's cut that one out first before I decide where I'm going to place all of this. I'm actually going to cut it a little closer in because I'm going to end up ripping some of it anyways. So that should do, because like I said, I'm going to end up tearing some of it, just like I did that last one. Okay, I did have this one too. You Are So Sweet. Do I want to? But that kind of says the same thing there. You know what? You know what? You know what? I'm going to add some boxes just to balance this out. I think that's going to help. So let me find a sticker book so I can put some boxes down. I think there's boxes in the back of this one. Yes. So I'm going to take all of these here, because you know we're trying to, oh, I can just take all of these and that would clear this page. There we go. That's what I like. I like to try and use up stuff. Like even at work, I've been using all my old teacher sticker books, even though I don't teach anymore. I mean, I still work in education, and that kind of helps. Okay, so let's put this down. I was going to put that bigger box there. Let's see. Let's put this one. Okay, let me move this. I'm going to see if I can move it over just a tad. Okay, and that's what we're going to do. Okay, y'all know what would make this just even better? Y'all already know what I'm thinking, don't you? You know what I'm thinking. You know. Oh wow, look what I just found that I forgot I had. This. Okay. We're going to do something with this here. Okay, so we're going to cut as close as we can around this sticker. Make sure I got it in frame because sometimes I don't always do that. I know that this is kind of throwing this off, but I was thinking I wanted some polka dots. But I don't have polka dots per se, but I can use these gumbos. Yep, sure can. I actually think I want to chop this one. So we're going to do like this. We're going to chop it, and then we're going to cut around it. That's what we're going to do. And that just kind of helps fill up some more of the empty space, especially since I didn't really have any other stickers to use. And I do believe the theme was just straight sweets. I don't think there were any other words in the theme, but if I'm wrong, you will see, and you already know now by my thumbnail and by my video title. So, yeah. And then I have one more little pink gumball. I'm glad I checked to see what kind of scraps I had around. That always helps, guys. Look at what you have already and use it. One thing that I've been able to do with these collab loop groups is use a lot of my Planners Anonymous kits that I haven't touched in a while. So I love that. I'm getting use out of those. Okay, and I think we are now officially done. So I finished off a sheet of stickers. I used some stickers that I already had made. I just hadn't cut them on the Cricut. Sometimes I'll print some, but I won't always cut them. And I used some remnants of this kit. Used up some of the paper. Still got a lot of paper left. I can tell you that. I still got a lot of paper left. I think maybe I should do like some cards or something with those. I couldn't sell those, but maybe just some personal cards to people. And that would work. And so I still have these printed, and I have another sheet of the quote cards printed as well from the digital kit. So that was nice. I got to use up some paper. We don't throw away our scraps. We will save these for another time. So comment below and tell me, what do you think about my sweets? Contribution to the group this week. I like it. I think it turned out good. I used up these stickers from that book. I hardly touched that sticker book, so that's nice. I'm happy with it. A black clear sticker would look nice over here, but I don't know what I could actually put. Let me go back to that same book and see if there's possibly anything that I could add. I remember I got a bunch of black stickers in here. I have to remember that. These are Christmas stickers. I got to remember I have them this year. This one says, how sweet it is to be loved by you. Let's pull that one. It goes with the theme. I was pretty sure I could find something in that book, and I did. We're going to put it right here so it looks like it's just all part of that space right there, right? And that makes our spread complete. So I still got plenty of things left to use for another time, which is exciting. And this actually came out pretty nicely. So I wasn't sure what I was going to do. You got a little sprinkling of all the different treats, the donuts, the macarons, the cookies. Which would be my favorite and all that? A good macaron. If you can find a good macaron, that's the best. It's hard to come by good ones. But man, if you find a good one. Then next I would say cookies and then donuts. But yeah. All right, comment below. Let me know, what is your favorite sweet? Everybody doesn't like sweets. But if you had to choose a favorite sweet, what would be your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. As you know, I'm a pastry queen. You could tell by the name of my channel, Pastries Bumps, but I am a pastry queen. I love all things cake, cookies, donuts, pies, brownies, muffins. I love it. But let me know what your favorite is. Again, don't forget, go into the description box, click the link, go through all the videos and show some love. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. So greatly appreciated. Also, guys, don't forget to slay, subscribe, like, and accept the alerts so you don't miss any videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.